Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. And of course, week is started today, 12th October to 18th October, but very important week. 7 days, 6 transit. Let's welcome Akashji from Dubai. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akashji.
Namaskar, Rohitji. Ram Ram. Yes, I'm in Dubai. Habibi, come to Dubai. Now, here you start with Aries ascendant. So, when we talk about Aries, there are 6 transit this week. First transit is Moon is entering into the sign of Gemini. Moon is going 12th from the 4th house. That means expenses related to home will come. There will be point of travel also. Some travel plans can happen. On in terms of Moon entering in the 3rd house with Jupiter, some great possibilities also there because very soon in this week only, end of the week, Jupiter is also transiting. So something very, very great, very, very positive is happening. Moon in the 3rd house can put you into a little bit of emotional trouble with your siblings sometimes, but that is a very general thing. Sometimes ups and downs keep happening, so be careful about all your communication. Later, Moon enters into Cancer, into own sign, very powerful place. So here Moon is preparing Cancer sign so that Jupiter can transit here, so your home, your environment related to your house, everything will be so damn positive. What a beautiful placement of what do you say, Moon in the 4th house. Things related to real estate, even things related to your home, family affairs, everything will be smooth, so very positive. Later, Moon will enter into Leo. Now here, Moon is going to meet Ketu. When it comes to your speculative gains, when it comes to investments, when it comes to children education, this is the place where we will feel little bit of detached, little bit of challenges may appear, but overall it's a very positive placement of other planets in this chart. Moon and Ketu sometimes in the love life, it can create some challenges. What is like miscommunication, some emotional battle, sometimes fight in your with your partner's romantic partner. Because what is happening the next day, Sun enters into Libra and gets debilitated. So the 5th house Lord goes debilitated. This means that challenges related to relationship can pop up. Not a very great time to get into new commitments, get into signature of new contracts. This should be avoided. All the government related stuff should also be taken into consideration, that if government wise, are we doing any are we not breaking any rules, all the regulations, everything is very, very positive for you. So that are the things that you need to be taking extra care of. But overall, still things look very, very good. As Moon enters into Virgo, it will enter into the 6th house, where Venus is debilitated. So Venus is also debilitated. Now Sun is also debilitated, and Moon also comes to the 6th house. 6th house is the house of your obstacles and anything that has to do with your workplace, your health, because it is sitting with the debility, and because the 4th house, Kendra Lord, is sitting in a Dushtana, it can create some ups and downs. Sometimes in the health of your mother, sometimes in health of your own self, or sometimes even your maternal uncles, like mother's brothers. It can create some challenges there. On top of that, if you're applying for any loans or debts, this may not be a very great time from 18th of October till 19th of or 20th of October. But now positivity begins. As soon as Jupiter goes into the sign of Cancer, this is where the whole table turns. Jupiter in Atichari movement gets exalted, puts an aspect on the 8th, 10th, and the 12th house. Your research abilities, your career, and your foreign connections are going to improve. There is an absolute big, amazing video that we have done related to Jupiter being Atichari and giving you great results. And this is the week that it starts. So please go and refer to that, because that will give you more ideas and will clear all your doubts. But Jupiter in this position in Kendra, Bhagya Lord in Kendra, it is going to give you absolute Bhagya there. Those who are going through Jupiter Mahadasha or Antardasha or Pratyantar or Sukshma or Prana, in every layer of Mahadasha, Jupiter is going to be extremely benefic and amazing for Aries ascendant people. All your matters related to wherever the aspects of Jupiter is happening, 8th house, any inheritance matter, any matter related to shared resources, 10th house, any area related to career, and 12th house, anything where Saturn is not giving you great results in a foreign country or not letting you go to a foreign country, everything will start happening with extreme quickness. You will say, how the hell this is happening? Very powerful. All the very best. Have a great week. See you next week. For Taurus ascendant Rohiji, here Moon is entering into the sign of Gemini. Now, when we look at Moon here, Moon is the Lord of the 3rd house and getting 12th from itself. So communication can also become expensive. That means your commitment during this time should be very accurate, very thought about and then only say something. Otherwise it will be very expensive for you. You may have to lose some money because of your communication or some commitment. So do not commit. That is the first thing that you should do, because it is making a Gaj Kesari Yog with Jupiter and Moon. If any money that has been stuck in the past can come to you very, very positively, very, very nicely. So that is a good news. Also, I would suggest investment wise, we should just be very careful right now, because Jupiter is going to move from here to the exalted sign. So we should just be careful and not do big investment. This is a time of incoming. If incoming is coming, let's keep it and save it, not invest right now. And I will tell you why. Later, Moon will enter into the sign of Cancer, own sign. Now, this is the time that, government related stuff, short distance travels, sometimes, contracts, sometimes writing of, we can say, some those who are in field related to writing, administration, marketing, sales, communication. Great time for you guys, because this house is going to get absolute lit up after 18th of October. So very beautiful. So Moon is just preparing the house. My house, my Jupiter is coming, let me prepare my whole house. That's how powerful Moon is placed here. Moon enters into Leo, then that is 16th of October. Moon will enter into Leo. Now, here, see this fourth house. So, some disturbance in the house or home environment can be seen, which will target your social security. Sometimes you feel a little bit of overwhelmed during this time. So, we want to be very careful about any real estate decisions, any shifting, any expenses related to real estate or vehicle can come immediately or suddenly. You may say, oh my God, how this came in. Also, because this is the house of your emotions. Here, Moon is the Karaka, the significator of this house, not the owner, but the significator. In such cases, sometimes emotional upheaval can happen in your home environment. That same day, 17th of October, the next day, Sun, the Lord of the fourth house, gets debilitated. So now that means there is some problem that is going to happen related to your fourth house, which may cause stress or obstruction or some kind of challenges related to your life. See, Sun is a luminary. When it gets debilitated, it is not that great. Especially the Lord of the sixth house is debilitated 12th from itself. So there is double debilitation happening this week, and will continue. So this is a time of great caution, especially with related to government, anything that has to do with workplace, and also related to your health. We want to be absolutely careful and make sure that even small signals we get from the universe, we start acting. For Sun, we have made a complete video on Sun's debilitation, as well as you know on Venus debilitation, Sun debilitation, Jupiter transit. All the videos are there. That's why I always earlier told that please subscribe. Now we don't say. If you want to do it, otherwise it's okay. So the thing is that you should be updated all the time. Later, Moon will enter into the sign of Virgo. Now here, the Lord of the third house goes to the fifth house. That means the main focus now shifts over communication related to your children, communication related to your love life, because see, Venus debilitated here can create some challenges in the love life area, some challenges in the area related to your speculative gains also, like money, monetary gains also. Sometimes, because Moon is also now here, it can create some challenges with your siblings as well. So it is not a great time, but great time to explore investment opportunities, great time to socially preserve yourself, or socially be very available, socially go out, try to meet more people. This is the time that if any parties, etc., any get-togethers are happening, you should be out there. Later, Jupiter will enter into Cancer. Beautiful position of Jupiter, amazing position of Jupiter. Jupiter is the 8th house lord, Jupiter is the 11th house lord, Jupiter is the 11th house lord coming to the third house, putting an aspect on the 11th house. Such a beautiful placement. If you are going through Jupiter Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, this is going to be one of the best transit, and this is just a trailer for the next year. Things related to your relationship will pump up, things related to your education, skill development, higher education, your destiny will be supporting you, and gains from social circle, very good. If you're in social media, xyz business, it's going to be so damn awesome for Taurus ascendant people. The full video of Jupiter is also there on the channel, so please go and watch that. That will give you much more idea about how the transit is going to work for you. All the best. See you next week and have a great, wonderful week. Gemini rising moon is entering into the sign of Gemini only in the Lagna, making a Gaj Kesari Yoga in the beginning, and Jupiter is at highest degree. Those kids who are getting born between 12th of October and 18th will be Atmakarka, will be Jupiter. Such powerful placement of Jupiter. And Jupiter and moon together in the first house removes all the obstacles from your life. Everything is possible during this time. Whatever you are desiring, job interviews, health recovery, debt recovery, or something that is too much of challenges going in your life, everything will be in control. And Gemini ascendant will get one of the best positive results of Jupiter entering into the second house. There, monetary wise, career wise, it is going to be a boom for them. Moon enters into the second house now. Here, Moon is just changing the bed sheet, preparing the home, making everything tidy. That, okay, you know what, Jupiter is going to come into my sign where it is exalted in this water sign. It will be so amazing, so powerful. And Moon here in the second house gives you that kind of feeling. Sometimes in this situation, overwhelming happiness also comes. Like, you're happy, you're monetary, your money wise, you are getting sorted in life, family relationship wise, you're getting sorted in life, so things, happiness is there. Now when Moon gets into the sign of Leo here, this is where some tension can happen, and this tension is just because of Ketu feeling detached in your social circle, feeling detached with your family, your mind. It is said in the Bhrigu Sahita, it is said when Moon and Ketu are together in transit, take a holiday, take a holiday from everything. Bhrigu Sahita says this because it is a time that your mind is completely occupied by a depressing or detached planet. So here, we have to be very careful when we deal with siblings, when we do any kind of signing of contracts, when we do any kind of government-related activities. If we are traveling somewhere, we want to be absolutely careful. And what do we do during this time? Ganesha mantra, Om Gan Ganpate Namaha is the mantra for this time. It will absolutely give you relief. If you're going through Moon and Ketu period, by only do Om Gan Ganpate Namaha. No planet will be able to do anything wrong to you. Later, Surya Dev, who's the third house lord, where Moon is sitting with Ketu, gets debilitated. So now it does not have any control over this place or either the third house. Now all the control comes over the 11th house because Sun is putting an exalted aspect there. So which is very good. But here, speculation or speculative ventures where we are taking risks should be avoided during this time. Even for children, we want to be very careful and make sure that do not take wrong decisions during this time. It's very important because see, the lord of the fifth house is also debilitated. So children, love life, sometimes challenges in your environment related to your, we can say we can say not career, we can say, but overall creativity in your career area can get challenged here. Moon enters into Virgo sign here. The second house lord goes to the fourth house. Some kind of addition of fixed assets. Maybe time to buy silver. Have you seen the rate of silver going up and up and up and up? Please buy silver. It will become three times the value in the next 5 years. So this gold time has gone. Now chandi hi chandi hogi sabki. So please buy silver. That is my suggestion. Anyways, here, this is the time to add some asset to your life, add some happiness to your home. When Moon and Venus are together, even in Venus in debilitation, it is acting very nicely in the Kendra with Moon. So it is a very powerful placement of Venus and Moon together. So your home environment will be very, very absolutely in your favor. Later, this is the time that everyone is waiting for, and Jupiter getting into exalted position, and 5 degrees it gets exalted here. So it is going to attain that degree. It is Diwali also. The yantra drawing is also happening during that time. Already it's full. So yantra drawing I'll be doing during Diwali. If anyone wants last minute, please contact. It can happen. So the yantra will happen here. Jupiter is exalted, sitting in the Kuber Sthan. Amazing place. This for you guys, this is so important because Jupiter is sitting in the money house, exalted, looking at the sixth house. Your debt will go down. You're looking at the eighth house. All the uncertainties from your life will go away. And looking at the 10th house with with a ninth aspect. So Kripa, your destiny awakens in the career area. So it's such a positive placement. A full video of Jupiter getting exalted is there on the channel. That's why I used to urge earlier, please subscribe, this, that, whatnot. Now we don't say anymore because it's all your choice. So here, go and look back Jupiter exalted video with all the aspects, everything gently explained for you. You will get clear idea of how you want to take the next steps for the next 1.5 month. Okay. All the very best. Take care. Have a great time and see you next week. Cancer. Karka Lagnam. So when we talk about Cancer ascendant here, so Moon is entering into the sign of Gemini. Now it is the 12th house. Lagna Lord goes to the 12th house. What happens? Expenses happen, challenges happen. But where it is going to do expenses on your own self, sometimes for personality development, sometimes for creating new opportunities for you, sometimes for foreign countries. Maybe you're going to a foreign country. Some expenses are happening that way. So expenses are good, not bad. But what happens is that when Lagna Lord in the 12th house, sometimes it can create challenges, depression, or sometimes it can create subconscious mind can become very weak. For that, we have a positive news because Jupiter is with Moon. So Jupiter will give absolute support. You may feel a little bit of overwhelm, but it is just a very temporary phase. As soon as Moon enters into Cancer on 14th, automatically things are very good. Your personality, you are going to benefit the most, Cancer ascendant people, because of Jupiter. The next 1.5 year is like superb for you, because right now Jupiter will show you a trailer. Coming to the first house, all your challenges which is happening in the past will go away. We will talk about it. Now here Moon becomes very powerful, very nice, very amazing. Every month when it comes to the sign of what you say Cancer, it is absolutely great, absolutely positive. So here also you will, these are those days that you will fully motivated. Later when Moon will go into the sign of Ketu, this is the time that you have to be very careful about what you speak. 6 Leo, on 16th of October till 18th of October, this is the time to be Mon, be Shanti. Don't eat anything rubbish, otherwise you can get some problems. There can be some dental problems suddenly coming up. There can be eyes related problems suddenly coming up, because when Ketu and Moon are together, it is challenge, and Lagna Lord cannot get afflicted in this sign Cancer. If Lagna Lord is afflicted, then there is challenge coming. So we want to be very careful here. Sun, on the other hand, which is the second house lord, goes debilitated in the fourth house. Now, this is where again challenge comes related to fixed assets. Sometimes when you're buying something, when you have spent something on something, be careful about understanding that what is the you know thing behind it. We can say that if it is all good related to the money that you have spent, or anyone is cheating you, not cheating you, be extremely careful about those things. Very important. Sun getting debilitated in the fourth house can create a little bit of emotional turmoil if you're going to Sun Mahadasha and Tadasha, especially sometimes because the health of the mother. It can create some emotional challenges. That is where the debilitation of Sun comes. But we have made a complete video on Sun debilitation. You go and watch that. Sun is putting an exalted aspect in the 10th house. Your career goes up. Powerful career changes are coming to you. So all the very best. Moon enters into the third house. Lagna Lord in the third house means now communication becomes the focus. Things related to your siblings, things related to your short distance travel, things related to your social media. All these things will come into progress, which is good. Moon in the third house will let you take action. So if you're thinking of starting something new, absolutely, why not? 18th October is the day because Jupiter also comes to the Lagna, looking at the fifth house, looking at the seventh, and looking at the ninth house. This is the time that it will empower you to start new things. Even if kids wise is, if your children are facing some challenges, they will also find relief. Those who are in education will also find relief. Looking at the seventh house, those who are in partnership business, those who are spouse and them are like having challenges, that also gets solved. And Jupiter is looking at the ninth house. Here the powerful thing that happens is that Jupiter looks at uh, Saturn, which is retrograde in the motion right now, and this is the ninth drishti on your bhagyastan. So kripa, that means your destiny is absolutely working for you this time. I have made a complete great video on Jupiter, about his aspects, everything, what happens to you, or more detail, and it is there. So please go and watch that before this, with 2 3 videos before this, and you will get absolute clear idea about your Jupiter. All the best. Thank you. Have a great, wonderful week. See you next week. Leo. Now, Moon is entering into the sign of Gemini, 11th house. Now, 11th house is your social circle. Sometimes expenses can happen from and around your social circle during this time. So, that is where it is coming, and it is making a Gaj Kesari. So, something from your social circle or social media is somewhere you will start achieving something very great. So, those who are in social media business like me, on social media right now talking to you guys, there is a benefit for those people. Those who are going to some events or meeting some people, there is benefit for those people as well. So it is an absolute great period for you guys. Superb. Gaj Kesari Yog happening in the 11th house, that means gains, gains, gains. So enjoy. Moon entering into Cancer now. After gains comes expenses. So here expenses time, because it is 14th of October till 16th of October. It will be here. So some travel plans can happen. Suddenly some travel is coming, which is going to be expensive for you people. There is possibility of you spending money on family also, spending money on yourself also. So there is going to be some expenses happening. But on a spiritual level, what a powerful time to upgrade yourself. Amazing. Moon enters into Leo here. Now, this is where we have to be careful. 17th of October, or sorry, 16th of October till 18th of October, Moon and Ketu are together. Sometimes in such cases, your mind is not in the right place. You tend to become aggressive. Your emotions are not in your control, and fire takes over. Fire takes over emotion. Ketu is very, very accumulated with fire. Moon is accumulated with water. What happens when put lava, you put water on lava, so smoke comes up. This is exactly that illusion time. So you have to be very careful about our attitude, our way of looking, how we make decisions, how we portray our emotions out in the world. This is where you have to control yourself. So be very careful. Mark down in your calendars from 16th to 18th. Do not do any aggressive work. Any aggression should not be shown here, otherwise losses will happen, because the lost lord is creating aggression, creating getting into affliction later. Now here this is second signal. So sun, who's the lord of the lagna, gets debilitated in the third house. Now communication wise, we want to be absolutely zero communication here. We don't want to make any big decisions, big contracts, big announcements, nothing. We want to be very calm, very relaxed. Whenever we are talking with any other person, we want to hold our words with exact weight possible. We don't want to create some false promises, this, that, whatnot. Here you may feel very overwhelmed sometimes. Obviously, I have realized as a Leo ascendant, whenever sun becomes debilitated, my life becomes awesome. Whenever sun becomes exalted, my life becomes difficult because of the aspects. See, sun getting debilitated, this is the own house of, so sun will not become malefic for you, but it is putting an exalted aspect on the ninth house. Your destiny goes very up, powerful. Everything happens because of your destiny. So even if some things are not supposed to happen, will happen because of destiny. So let's be very powerful during this time. Short distance travel also, because sun is so short distance travel may have a little bit of disruption or sometimes extra expenses, but that's okay. Hard work is required during this time. Moon enters into the second house, so 12th house lord in the second house, that means expenses related to family, and also it is a festival time, Diwali time, so there will be expenses related to many things, as well as expenses, sometimes income also, great income comes during this time. So some spiritual rituals also you do, because 12th house lord has gone to the second house, so some spiritual rituals also do. So very, very positive time, powerful for monetary gains. Now comes the best part ever for Leo ascendant. Jupiter is going to be making Viprit Raj Yoga, plus also becoming exalted in the 12th house. And this is just a trailer of the next year, that how Jupiter is going to look at the fifth house, fourth house, sixth house, and eighth house. All it is controlling all Dushtanas. That means all the areas where there are challenges in life are going to get controlled by Jupiter. And Jupiter will control it in a very positive way. Health wise, we want to be careful. Diabetes, any overweight, obesity, all these problems can be amplified. So remember this can get amplified, but also all the challenges related to health will get diminished. All the challenges related to debts will get diminished. All the challenges related to foreign travel, your status, your environment around foreign country, etc., will also be very much in your favor. Real estate transaction, see, Jupiter is looking at the fourth house here. Real estate transaction, buying a vehicle, real estate, shifting, all this is possible, and everything will be happening for the best of your interest. There is a complete video on this transit on the channel, so you should look at that. That will give you more information. It is there uploaded before that about Jupiter transit, so with remedies, please look at it. It will be more promising, more informative for you guys. All the best. Have a great time. See you next week with more positive news. Virgo ascendant. Now, Moon is entering into the sign of Gemini. Now, here 10th house is where Gaj Kesri Yoga is happening. So, improvement in your workplace, improvement in your career. If you're in a business, improvement happens. If you're in a job, improvement happens. And this Gaj Kesri Yoga is not a very small thing. Your power increases, because as soon as the transit happens on 14th, after 12th, Moon will go into the 11th house. Here it is preparing your social presence. It is preparing power for you. It is making sure that something very great comes to you, because it is just a place where your guest is coming to your house, and that guest is an extreme privilege, prestige guest. When it comes here, it will obviously shower blessings, and moon is preparing this place for him. So here, moon is preparing the way for Jupiter to come to the 11th house and get exalted. What a placement for Virgo ascendant people. 11th house, Jupiter exalted. People die for such positions. People die for such planetary positions. So very great placement. Moon in the 11th house also tells you that some gains related to your social circle also comes during this time, and great possibility of, if you're going through Moon Mahadasha Antardasha, then obviously it's a roller coaster, but this time is a very great time for your social presence. Then comes Moon into the sign of Leo. Now here it is 12th house. 12th house is losses, and here Ketu is sitting. So Ketu is very comfortable here, so it does not hamper Moon too much, because Ketu is now in spiritual zone. It is subconscious mind is completely into God, so it's not even caring who's coming and going. But because Moon is the planet related to your social circle, we don't want any losses because of any isolated behavior. If people are asking you to come out to meet, please meet. Otherwise, you may have losses related to social circle. So this is the kind of environment created in the 12th house for you. Travel can happen suddenly, either to going for a pilgrimage. Also, sudden plans that let's go to pilgrimage can also happen during this week. Lord of the 12th house gets debilitated. This is good news, because debilitated sun says I have no power at all, so there will be no expenses. In fact, the power comes more on the 8th house. That means great time to do research, analytics, great time to reap benefits of your past investments, great time to get into an intimate life, great time to get into shared resources, partnerships. That's a powerful time, but not a great time to put big investment somewhere, because second house, no, bank balance should just be constant. You don't want to touch it right now. Right? So fire is going into the second. Fire can burn the money. Huh? So very careful about money. You have to make sure that everything that you are spending has to have a value, has to have a motive behind. Otherwise, just for the reason of speculation, it will be a loss for you guys. Moon enters into Leo now. This is also very sorry. What do you say? Moon enters into Virgo now. Here Venus is debilitated. But at least the 11th house Lord is in the first house, which will give you some power, some light to your charismatic personality. Venus in this situation is not bad. It is very good for your relationships. If you see, it is putting an exalted aspect on the 7th house. Moon comes here and gives that emotional touch also. Sometimes because of emotion, some expenses also can happen here. So that is a possibility, but try to be as practical as you can. Moon in the first house can also give you, grooming and spending some money on yourself. So that is also possible here, because 11th house Lord is there now, so it wants to make sure that you're presentable in a social environment. Now the best thing happens, and that is Jupiter runs it. Those Virgo ascendant people who are working on social media or digital media or marketing or sales or anything that has to do with communication, what a wonderful and amazing time, guys. It's such amazing, such wonderful time that I can't even explain. Beautiful, wonderful time for Virgo ascendant people. Also, when we look at this Virgo ascendant here, so Jupiter is putting an aspect on the 5th house of your speculative gains, sitting in the house of gains. It's a debilitated aspect, but even the debilitated aspect of Jupiter is so powerful that I can't even explain you. And the great news for people who are looking for a relationship, because of the aspect, 7th aspect on the 5th house and the 9th aspect on the 7th house. So many people, Virgo ascendant, will be getting engaged, married. All this kind of possibilities are there. A big video on Jupiter is already made, and it has all aspects that I've covered. In this weekly, I cannot cover every aspect, so please go and watch that. That will give you much more idea. If you want, someone can just put a link below. I will pin it so that everyone can just use that link and just watch it. All the best. Thank you. Take care. See you next week with more good news. Libra. When we talk about Libra here, Moon is entering into the sign of Gemini. Now, if you look at Moon here, Moon is the 10th house Lord in the 9th house. Now, this is not a very good news, by the way. But the good news is that Jupiter is with Moon, a very high degree Jupiter. That means evolved Jupiter is with Moon. So that means you will not be able to take wrong decisions during this time in your career. Not a very good time to fight in the career, resign, this, that. Don't do anything. The Monday is coming, I'm resigning, I'm going to do this. No, nothing like that. Here from 12th to 14th of October, Moon is going to be into the sign of 9th house. So try to be as spiritual, as dharmic, as religious as you can. Try to go to some temple, take the advantage of Jupiter and Moon together. Finally, Jupiter goes to the 10th house. This is a time of career advancement. Those who are looking for job, those who are looking for any business improvement, things will happen, because this is the place where exactly Jupiter will be coming to give you a trailer of how next year will be for you. Very, very positive placement of Moon right now in the Kendra in the 10th house, putting a collective aspect with Mars on the 4th house. Mars is putting an exalted aspect. Moon is putting aspect there. So such a beautiful time for real estate transaction, home wise, relaxation, business wise, job wise, career wise, progress this week. Then Moon goes to the 11th house. Now, here we want to be careful. Moon and Ketu together in the 11th house. What happens here is that social circle, the one area that it can trigger is that, gossip. Sometimes, because of unnecessary gossip, you come into that chakravyu, or we can say that circle, where things will not be that great for you. Emotionally, it's not a great time to reveal your plans or reveal about other people, that this person is like this person is like this, that person is like this. We want to avoid such things at every cost. In the social circle, in your colleagues, in your friends, don't try to do gossip, otherwise Ketu will take over, and you will start facing losses. So we don't want any losses. Absolutely. 11th house lord comes to the first house and becomes debilitated here, puts an exalted aspect on the 7th house. Now, here, a debilitation of sun means debilitation on your social circle, debilitation in your friends. About young elder siblings, also, we find challenges here. But possibility, great support from spouse, great support from business partners. So, somewhere one problem happens, but other solution is already ready. So, this time, don't rely on yourself right now. You will mostly have to rely on partners, on your colleagues, not colleagues also. I'm telling someone who's very legally associated with you, like a legal business partner, a legal wife or a spouse or a partner, any partner, like love life. That is where you will more depend on, because here you will find great results, great insights. Okay. Later, Moon will go to the 12th house. The 10th house Lord is gone to the 12th house. Some people may be traveling abroad because of the work. Some people may be traveling somewhere. Some people may also get a little bit of anxious, anxiety, fear related to work, because Moon is gone to the 12th house. But this is very, very temporary. Try to be as spiritual as you can. Moon and Venus are together. That means sometimes here, little bit of challenges related to relationship also can come, by the way. Like, in your subconscious mind, you will think that, are you in the right relationship, not right emotionally, it is going to be a very, that there is one chocolate I ate once. It is called volcano chocolate. When you just bite it, all that caramel etc comes out. Same way, when you just think one thought, all that caramel will come out, but not the good one, the bad one, the challenge is depression. So for this, very importantly, during this time, Om Gan Ganpataye Namaha. Do as much as sadhana of Lord Ganesha, who's the remover of all obstacles in this world, and he will always guide you. Now comes the best part. Jupiter is entering into the Cancer sign. Here, your the best thing for Libra ascendant, especially related to second house, family wealth. Family wise, if something is holding you up, some wealth you are not able to achieve, acquire, or some wealth related to family is supposed to come, or dispute, or anything is going on, you will see progress there. Second house aspect of Jupiter. Jupiter looking at the 4th house, again, real estate wise, any problem is coming, automatically things will be in your favor. And Jupiter aspecting the 6th house, sitting in the 10th house, looking at the 6th house with the 9th aspect, blesses you in your workplace. Amazing time for you to start something very new. Debt recovery can happen. In fact, if you are in too much debt, that can go down during this period. So it is such a wonderful, wonderful week. So much action happening in this week that it's overwhelming, but it is great. For this Jupiter, I've made a very big video. Earlier, we used to say subscribe, subscribe. Now we have stopped saying all that. But the thing is that it is there on the channel. So if you have missed it, go back and see that. That will give you more idea about this Jupiter, and it can create a great, great, what you say, insight for you, how you want to navigate this time. All the best. See you next week. Scorpio, Rohichi. When we talk about Scorpio here, Moon is entering into the sign of Gemini. Now here, Moon is the 9th house lord, 12th from itself. Sometimes this thing, according to the Parashara Hora Shastra, it says that whenever 9th house lord goes 12th from itself, there's loss of bhagya. That means you have to work more on research, more on your capabilities. And that is where exactly it's targeting. In the beginning of the week, you will not get too much support from your destiny. But as soon as Moon goes into the 9th house, your destiny is at peak now. powerful because it is preparing a way for Jupiter to enter here. Such a powerful placement. Moon in the ninth house, short travels can happen, sometimes pilgrimage can happen, your relationship with fathers and guru become very much better, and you are now evolving yourself into a very, very higher state of life, because moon very powerful in the ninth house lord in the ninth house, very powerful. Then moon goes to the 10th house with Ketu. In this week only, the transition happens where you want to be very careful in your workplace. You do not want to, you do not want to take emotion, like take emotional is good, but converting that emotion into aggression is not good. That is where exactly this point comes. You want to be very careful here about how aggressive you want to act, because Ketu is here, na? Ketu is fire. Moon is very gentle. This is a fire sign also. Moon will be in Magha Nakshatra, Nakshatra of Ketu. As soon as it enters, it can create some challenges related to workplace. So we want to be extremely careful and not oversensitive. We want to be having the capacity to suffer a little bit, or maybe accept few challenges. Sun becomes debilitated here. There is 10th house lord is debilitated. See, now this is the second signal where career lord is only getting debilitated in the 12th house. So losses related to career can happen. We want to be extremely careful. We want to focus more on service, more on putting, other people's interest first, because sun is looking from the 12th house to the 6th house as an exalted aspect. So if you give power to service during this time of making sure that your purpose is to serve other people or make other people's your priority, then this problem is navigated. But if you start getting into ego battle that I, me, myself, aham brahma, then you will get into a trouble. So very careful about this time. Later, moon will enter into the sign of Virgo. Here it is entering into the sign with Venus. Venus is the lord of we can call the 7th and the 12th house, and getting debilitated in the 11th, which is good news. But again in the social circle, we want to keep our mouth shut. We don't want to do gossips. We don't want to do anything wrong here, because what happens is moon overwhelming moon, ninth house lord in the third, lot of communication, and which can either make your destiny very much better or very much worst. All depends on your personal placement of moon. So we want to be very careful in the social circle, what we are speaking, for whom we are speaking. Are we texting someone? Are we putting something on social media which can be used against us? For that we want to be very careful. Until Jupiter. Jupiter is now coming here to the ninth house. Your destiny is going to be at seventh sky. Jupiter aspecting on the first house. That is, your personality will also be on the seventh high. Your decisions, your attitude will be amazing, pious. On top of that, Jupiter is looking at the third house. Your communication abilities are going to be so damn awesome, amazing. And Jupiter is looking at the third house. It also means that travel is now beginning. Lot of travel, to and fro travel will be starting to happen. And here, because of Jupiter looking at the fifth house with the ninth aspect, great news for your creativity, great news for your children, great news for your great news for things related to what we say, speculative gains. In fact, if you're trying for progeny, this is the best time. If you want to do a startup, this is the best time. Please go for it. It is a wonderful, wonderful time. For this Jupiter, we have made a complete video. It is there on the channel. For Jupiter transit, every aspect slowly explained with very nice things. So please look at that. There is, this time is going to be Diwali where the Kuber Yantra is being made. So do that kind of practice also. In the Jupiter video, everything is there. So you will get more insights there. All the very, very best. Have a great, wonderful, amazing, superb, magnificent week, and see you next week with more great insights. All the best. Sagittarius. Now, here, when we talk about Sagittarius ascendant, moon is entering into the sign of Gemini. Now, moon here is the 8th house lord coming to the 7th house. That means sometimes because of in-laws, because of your spouse, some kind of losses can come, which is very temporary. Or sometimes you feel a little bit of overwhelm in those areas that, oh no, why the hell someone told me this, someone told me that. So we want to be careful and not get too carried away. That is first thing to do. Secondly, it is creating a Gaj Kesari Yoga in the 7th house. It's an amazing time to do contracts, to talk about marriage, relationships, and whatnot. Very great time. Depending on your Mahadasha Antardasha, things manifest. So see the layer of your Mahadasha Antardasha and where moon is coming. If moon is coming or Jupiter is coming during this time, then this is a prediction for you that's amazing, amazing, and good for relationships. Now moon comes to the 8th house. 8th house lord in the 8th house, where Jupiter is going to come and occupy this house. It's a very powerful placement of moon. Here, Emotionally, yes, moon becomes very dark. It can create some secrets, and you can have some secrets, or you can do something little bit not related to ethics. That can be the possibility. But overall, if problems are related to money, shared resources, inheritances, you will see great progress during this time. And in fact, great permanent progress is coming by 18th of October. So let's move forward to the ninth house. Now, this is the time that Moon and Ketu are together. Now, this is the time that many times when Ketu and Moon are together in the ninth house, sometimes you can create some bad comments about gurus, about spiritual teachers, about your father, about your bosses. So be very careful, because see, what is happening is that sooner Moon will go into the 10th house, and here is where Venus is also debilitated, so you are not going any relief here. So we don't want to bad mouth other people. Destiny is not going to work for you this time. Destiny is not going to work. It is more and more and more of your own effort that are working. See, Moon is aspecting on the third house, right? Your communication, your effort, your ethics will work much more powerful than your destiny during this time, because Ketu and Moon together, it's a holiday yoga. I think rather than taking Sunday and Saturday, whenever Ketu and Moon are together, it should be given holiday according ascendant wise. That okay, your Ketu and Moon will be together here. Take a holiday. That should be the new rule, because it is a time where you make stupid decisions. And go and check every time Ketu and Moon will be together in transit. You will say, "Oh my God, this is the day I screwed up." Later, Sun will go to the 11th house and become debilitated here as well. So ninth house, your destiny lord is debilitated. Now everything depends on your creativity, your hard work. What has happened? Destiny lord debilitated in the 11th house. Social circle, you're not getting any support, nothing. Everything is now you yourself, your children, your love life, your romantic partner is from where you will get all the support, because Sun is putting an exalted aspect on the 5th house. So creativity will be at fire, and that creativity will lead to your destiny being survived during this time when it is debilitated. This is how it's worked. It's a very simple maths. So in the social circle, try to avoid it will already be an isolated period, to try to avoid a lot of things and move forward with positivity related to your, what you say, creativity. Moon will enter into Virgo. Again, the Lord Venus here is debilitated. Moon is no problem. 8th house Lord goes to the 10th house. That means some research abilities in the career, etc. projects come to you. Those who are in IT, research, analytics, finance, you will see great progress for you guys. So no issues at all. It is good placement. But the best placement is Jupiter. Jupiter comes to the 8th house here. Such a powerful placement of Jupiter, aspecting your 12th house, aspecting the second house, and aspecting the 4th house. Real estate wise, get ready to do signatures. Your fixed assets, your bank balance is increasing. There is foreign travel also coming, so expenses be also there on the same side, but bank balance is still increasing. There is possibility of buying property. There is possibility of buying a vehicle. There is possibility of getting too much benefit from your shared resources, partnerships. Such a beautiful, such a great time. Kendra Lord is exalted in the 8th house. That means sudden gains are on your way. So all the very best, and take a best use of this time. See you next week. Jupiter full video is there, man, on the channel. Go and watch that. That will give you more idea about Jupiter and how to do the yantra also, the Kuber yantra, which is very important. So go there, you will get great results. Capricorn. Now, Moon is entering into the sign of Gemini, into the 6th house. Moon is the 7th house lord. That's from Maharaka going to the 6th house. So, health wise, it's a very challenging time. Sometimes, hospital going up, down, clinics, blood test, problems related to Moon. Moon is getting here. Problem related to mother. Rohitji's Capricorn ascendant, he was in hospital all day because mother was not well. So, see, Rohitji, all the planets before moving. Today is 12th. And see, yesterday you were in hospital all day with Mummy ji. So such kind of things are happening. Now here you will see that it is also making a Gaj Kesari Yoga. That means the recovery also will be very nice. So there is no problem about recovery. Jupiter is putting an aspect on the 10th, Moon is putting an aspect on the 12th house. So expenses are also there on the high side, but it is okay. It has to happen. So we cannot help it. Moon goes to the 7th house now. So 7th house is the placement of Moon only. Here, victory. Challenges come to an end. Victory happens. And Jupiter, who's such a powerful planet in your chart, will come to the Kendra very soon. So Moon is preparing for itself. It's a good time for relationship, for clearing doubts in your relationship. This is a very good time when Moon is there. Emotionally, it's a very great period. But when Moon meets Ketu on 16th of October, in the sign of Leo, this is where challenges come. Sometimes, challenges related to intimacy, partnerships, challenges related to shared resources, that okay, this is my resource, that is that your resource, this, that, whatnot. Sometimes upheaval in your inheritance decision, or sometimes this is my money, this is my investment, this is that kind of challenges or fights can come because Ketu and Moon are together in the eighth house. So Ketu wins over Moon. Illusion wins over mind always. Once the mind wins over illusion, then you are a yogi, you are a sadhu, you are an enlightened being. But almost in the Maya world, illusion wins over mind. So here Ketu is much stronger. Very careful. Om Gan Ganpate Nama is the mantra. Keep doing Om Gan Ganpate Nama, Om Gan Ganpate Nama. Sun, on the other hand, will also get debilitated. So now here, eighth house Lord is also debilitated. So absolutely, eighth house is now in control of Ketu. So Ketu can create a lot of upheavals here. Health-wise, very careful. Career-wise, you have to be very careful. You don't want to make very big decisions. All the support that you are getting during this time is from your home, from your house, because Sun is putting an exalted aspect on the fourth house. From your real estate, from your house, from your mother, from your family is where the support will come. All the support from your career will be taken a complete shift over your fourth house. Moon goes to the ninth house here. Now, ninth house is the house that is related to your destiny. Now, here, destiny wise, if you see the seventh house Lord is in the ninth house, so destiny is going to work. Partnerships are going to be okay, but still, lot of communication and lot of effort are required in partnership. Lot of effort are required in your communication. Lot of effort are required for higher education during this time. But still, a very positive placement of Moon, so your destiny is safe. Then comes the powerful position when everything changes for you, and that is Jupiter coming to the seventh house in a Kendra, looking at the 11th house, extreme gains through partnerships. Looking at the ascendant, new partnerships come, new your improvement comes in your life. And looking at the third house, your communication becomes peak. Those who are in social media business, look at the 11th house and the third house. Both the places Jupiter is putting an aspect, so it will give you extreme growth there. Those who are in sales, marketing, communication, social media, digital marketing, anything to do with finances, especially related to what we call foreign banks, those who are working in multinational companies. Very, very great time for you. I made a complete video on this Jupiter getting into this place, so you can go and have a look. That will give you more idea about what it is. It is just before, two videos before this, you will get a complete idea about it. All the best. Have a great, wonderful week. See you. Aquarius. Now here you will see that Moon is entering into the sign of Gemini. Now Moon is the sixth house Lord and exactly 12th from itself. That means sometimes health-wise we have a little bit of challenges related to children's health. Sometimes we also find that our romantic partner, our loved ones are not healthy right now. They are feeling a little bit under the weather. So this happens between 12th and 14th. So very careful about doing any kind of big speculative, what you say, health related risks. But when it comes to finances, superb. This is the time that your loan also ends. So some people may get such good speculative gains because Moon and Jupiter are together. So great speculative gains are coming. So please invest very open heartedly. Very powerful time. Later, Moon will come to the sixth house. This is the time that your enemies will not be able to trouble you. Debt wise, you will do very, very great. You will do debt wise. Already, you are going to do very good because Jupiter is coming here. So, debt is going to go away from your life. Lot of debt will go away from your life. On top of health, you will see that health is where you will have to put your concern. Emotionally overeating, emotionally taking any alcohol, this, that, whatnot, it should be avoided during this time because it can create losses. Moon is putting aspect on the 12th house. That is where it is. Good time for foreign travel. Work wise, also, it's a very good time. Politics, this, that, whatnot, you will get emotional support in your work. Now, this is a time where we have to be extremely careful. From 16th of October till 18th, when Moon is in Leo with Ketu, very careful because the Lord of this Leo, the next day, see what is happening, it is getting debilitated as well. So Ketu is now in complete control of the sign of, Leo. And here Moon comes under illusion of Ketu. Ketu and Moon together is not that great. It can create lot of emotional turmoil, sometimes challenges, fights with your spouse, sometimes violence, all these kind of things can happen. So we want to be very careful, emotionally crying out, bursting out, cheating in partnerships, all these things can come on surface during the time when Moon and Ketu are together, depending on your Mahadasha also. If Mahadasha is not promising anything, then nothing happens. Then some small thing will come. But when Maharasha Antardasha is promising, some big things can come on surface. So want to be very careful. And during this time when Ketu and Moon are together, there's only one person who can save you, and that is Lord Ganesha. Om Gan Ganpate Namaha. Okay, very important. Now, Moon enters into the sign of Virgo here after that. If you see Moon is the sixth house lord, goes to the eighth house, makes a Viprit Rajyog. Health wise, if you're struggling for a very long time, some relief comes. Career wise, oh sorry, debt wise, I told you recovery is there. There is possibility of here great news related to your sudden gains. Sudden gains in your workplace can happen. So let's hope for the best. Sun in debilitated position is putting an exalted aspect on the third house. So this is not the time to rely on your destiny. It is a time to put extreme effort in your, what you say, extreme effort in your workplace and every place in life, for partnership, for relationship, for work, for education. Put effort will be answered during this time. And later Jupiter will enter into the sign of Cancer. Now Jupiter is an extremely positive planet for Cancer ascendant people. Oh, sorry, for Aquarius ascendant. It is the 11th house lord, and it is also the second house lord. That means all the money, all the social values, everything is ruled by Jupiter. Now, Jupiter comes to this place, and number one thing that it does is that it gives job or career related progress to you. It will look at the 12th house, foreign type. Gain from foreign countries or from far distance places comes, and because the ninth aspect is going on the second house, your bank balance increases. But there are more layers to it. For that, I have made a video. That video is already there on the channel, so go look at it. It will give you more and more and more insights. Okay, all the very best. This is the best week with beautiful transits, so make the most of it. Pisces, now Moon enters into the sign of Gemini, into the fourth house. The fourth house is house related to your mother, your environment related to mother and whatnot. And Moon and Jupiter here making a combination, a conjunction. It is a Gaj Kesari Yog in the Kendra, and with the Kendra Lord, that is Jupiter. So it's a very powerful placement of Moon and Jupiter together. So this Gaj Kesari Yoga is amazing. So relief in your workplace, relief in your, because it is putting the aspect on the 10th house, relief in your home environment. Very, very great time for your mother. Very, very great time to travel to foreign countries also. So absolutely great. Your inner peace, happiness will be at very great level. And on top of that, when Moon goes to the fifth house of your speculative gains, your gains are happening, your speculative gains are happening. Pisces people, get ready to for investment in stock market, because Jupiter is coming Atichari in the fifth house, and it is going to give you great, amazing, powerful results when Jupiter is here. So Moon is creating that way for Jupiter. Very, very powerful placement of Moon in the fifth house. Good for children, good for progeny, good for creativity. Super. Now here we want to be careful about health. When Moon and Ketu are together in the sixth house, health wise it can give a little bit of challenges to us, because sixth house is the house related to your health. Your work, your daily routine may go completely haywire, and Moon looking at the 11th with the 12th house can make you visit a hospital, either for you, either for your family. Something is happening in that case, so we want to be very careful. Don't take debt or give anyone loan during this time when Moon and Ketu are together. So between 16 and 18, no loan taking or giving. This is my suggestion. Later, Sun makes a Viprit Rajyog and gets debilitated here. If you see, Sun is the sixth house lord, goes debilitated in the eighth house. It's a Viprit Rajyog, but Viprit Rajyog means problem will come. So problem is coming, sometimes related to legal trouble, sometimes related to accounting, taxation, finances. Some trouble come, but overall, it is going to be in your favor only. Finally, because of Jupiter, only because of Jupiter, things will be in your favor. Here, monetary wise, some big relief is coming. Debt wise, if you're in very big debt, the debt relief is coming, because now Sun has put all the power on the second house of income. So some great income is coming. Moon comes to the seventh house with what do you say, Venus is debilitated, puts an exalted aspect on ascendant. Your attitude will be so good, and Moon will be emotionally empowering that attitude. But somehow in the relationship, in the love life, we want to be very careful about how we approach that love life, because emotional turmoil or sometimes breakups and all these are possible. So very careful, but it's a great time. And the best time comes when Jupiter enters into the fifth house, puts the aspect on the ninth house. Your destiny will be at seventh sky. It puts the aspect on the 11th house. It's a debilitated aspect, but still very powerful aspect. It is going to make sure that from social circle, whatever you are trying to whatever you desire to achieve, you will achieve during this period. Lot of gains from speculation, from share market, stock market, cryptocurrency, gains. And overall, because it is putting an aspect on your lagna, your personality will be extravagant during this time. Extravagant. Very powerful placement of Jupiter here. Full video is there on Jupiter. I have put it on the channel, so please look at it. That will give you more insights. All the best. Have a great, wonderful week, and see you, Rohit ji, as well. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you, Akashji. I know you're busy these days, but on the last moment, you make this video for us. Thank you very much because
Thank
this week was very important. Thank you to all the family members and for the personal consultations, mail ID and number always on the screen. Most welcome anytime. Thank you, Akashji. We'll meet you in
you.
next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman,
Jai
Jai
Mata,
Mata.
Lakshmi.